All set up. Ready to pick your theme for the second half of the season?
Siempre listo. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, here to announce that for the rest of this season, I'll be covering the MVP race on my social media channels.
You think you're the favorite?
Of course I do. But to be the best, you gotta beat the best. So I'm gonna highlight games against the top MVP contenders to show the voters why I'm the only choice that makes sense.
All right. And what does being an MVP mean to you? People do have different definitions.
To me, it's simple. The MVP is the best player in the league. That's it.
Well, how does team success factor into it?
An MVP should be able to drag any group of guys to 500. After that, it all comes down to your supporting cast. So, the MVP might be on the best team in the league, but he may not be. He just shouldn't lose any more games than he wins.
What should the viewers look for in these games you highlight?
Well, you'll see me and other top contenders on the court at the same time. If you watch these games and come away thinking I'm the best player out there, I've done my job.
Anything else?
Yeah, the other thing you gotta look for is consistency. And MVP brings it every single day, no matter what's happening with his team or in his personal life. It's a total commitment to excellence. And that's what you'll get from me for the rest of the year if you keep locked in to Out of Bounds.
Concerned about his safety to the extent that he remained at home?
I am aware that there have been numerous attempts on his life in the past, and that as a result of that, he tended to be on the cautious side with his movements. I don't know that he was specifically hiding. I mean, obviously he wasn't hiding this weekend.
Well, you're aware he went to clubs, right?
Yes.
You're aware that he met with friends. You're aware that he produced music at different locations, correct?
Not specifics, but yeah, I'm aware of that he had a life.
And his profile would show that he went to stores and he went to places where he met with fans and provided, whether it be autographs or copies of his music or whatever it might be, correct?
All right, MP, how important are these head-to-head matchups against other MVP types
He
compared
performed
to
in
your
different
overall
places,
body of
right,
work?
in public.
Well, you got to bring it every night, or you're not in the discussion. When these voters are trying to choose a winner,
Do you
these
know
are the
whether
type
or
of
not
games they
his
take into
residence
consideration.
was commonly known?
Any predictions for the night?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
The
He's a
theory
great player, so
that you
he wants it
have
as much as I do, so it's going to be a shootout.
from Sean Murphy.
MP out. How was that?
Great, bro. I think I got it.
Cool. My mom's calling.
You good?
Hey, what's up, Ma?
Everything's okay, honey, but I'm at the hospital with your father.
A hospital? Why are you at a hospital?
He had chest pain, and they checked it out. It's looking like he technically had a heart attack.
A heart attack,
He's
Ma?
okay. He's okay, honey. He wants you to know that.
Wait, Ma, slow down.
I know you have the game today, and your father didn't even want me to call you, but I think that you have a right to know.
I don't, Ma. It sounds serious.
The doctors say it's very mild, as far as these things go, anyway. Look, honey, I'd let you talk to him, but he's getting tests right now.
No, Ma, I'm coming home.
No, honey, he made me promise that I wouldn't let you do that. I know it sounds scary, MP, but he's okay.
This doesn't feel right, Ma.
Your father's a fighter. You know that, and he'll be very upset if you miss this game because of him.
Yeah, that sounds like Dad.
It's what he wants.
Well, how are you holding up?
I'm fine. I'm a little rattled, but I'm okay.
I'm calling as soon as the game's over, so you make sure you have your phone by your side, okay?
Of course. I love you very much, MP. Good luck tonight.
I love you too, Ma. And tell Dad I love him as well, and that I'm gonna see him soon.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. From 2K Sports to everyone out there, welcome and Happy New Year. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Ali LaForce, our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. They've got Yusuf Nurkic, Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's MP, And it's Collier in at the shooting guard position. And for Los Angeles, Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. Kawhi and Zubac. Make up the front court, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. And here on New Year's Day, does some struggling team see this as a chance to hit the reset button?
Yeah, B.A. You know, when you're struggling, you're always looking for the reset button. And there's no better excuse than January 1st. New year, new start.
MP outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. I spoke with MP about his star-studded contest coming up, and he looked across the court and said, "We'd love a challenge. We've been watching tape, and we think we have a solution for the problem over there." I can't wait to find out how these two juggernauts affect today's outcome.
Yeah, buckle up, folks. This is going to be a good one. Thanks, Allie.
MP claps back with that three-pointer.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Beal from outside. Rebounded by Nurkic. Utah has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Doris, while he's selective about it, Yusuf Nurkic has added a three-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Yusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
A nice shot by Zubac.
Well, this is just pick-and-roll action at its finest. The big man sets a solid screen, rolls to the cup, leads no doubt.
MP drives in, and MP throws it down.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Pass to Leonard. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Beal left side. Just 5 to shoot. And then Beal with... The dunk.
Bradley Beal letting you know there's still an explosive level to his game. Off his feet, easy finish.
MP, the pass to Markkanen. Another three for Utah.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
It's Beal on the wing. He's got 5. Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Nurkic. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Beal. And again, it's the Clippers. And so MP will bring it up for Utah. This team doesn't just win, they win big. Now with a double-digit win differential for the season. Wow.
That means they've given full effort for all their games. No garbage time, no lax efforts, full throttle basketball playing. They've spent a lot of time dominating on the floor.
Now here's Beal. 7 points in the game. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, it seems like the entire Western Conference looked to bolster their front courts last offseason, and the Clippers were no different. Between trading for John Collins, signing Brook Lopez, they have substantially fortified their front line with size and skill.
Heavy veteran roster. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. So for the Clippers, Dunn, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Paul in for Beal. Bailey's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Collier. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first. Outside Harden. Dunn outside. Buries it from 3.
Oh, that's a confidence builder for Chris Dunn. He can be a little streaky from 3, but knocks that one in.
Pulls it. And George with the basket on the assist by MP.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
George against Paul. Zubac with a screen on MP. Harden the pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. That one is off. Nurkic with some nice D. Here's Bailey. Pass to Nurkic. Utah moving the ball around. Back to George. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
With that shot in his bag, George doesn't have to get all the way to the rim.
Now Zubac, defended by Nurkic. Leonard outside. Here's Harden from downtown. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in the game. MP against Harden. MP no good.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Leonard finds some space, and the Clippers miss again. And so it's MP making things happen for the Jazz. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Jazz.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Bailey out there with Keontae George. Then there's George Niang, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. Count that one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Harden. Still no points. Picked it. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Bailey. Here's Hendricks. Down low. Tipped. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Bogdanovich checked in for the Clippers. Then for Utah, Anderson's checked in for Hendricks. Collier comes in for Sensabaugh. And MP subbed in for George. Pass to Bogdanovich. Now Beal. With the teardrop. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Soft floating jumper from Beal right there, adding to his offensive attack. Seemed to totally catch the defense by surprise.
Niang, no good.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Boston put on a show. He contributed 31 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He made an impact at every turn, and he looked like he had fun doing it. Guys?
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the bucket by Utah. Harden from outside. It's hauled in by Collier. Jazz leading by 9. Kicks it out to MP.
2 minutes
to the inside, over Beal, and he gets it to go off the front iron. Collier's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And it's Lopez with the jam.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size. At 7 foot, he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Leonard comes in for Jones, and it's Chris Paul in for Bradley Beal. Then for Utah, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Niang, and Markkanen subbed in for Bailey. Here's Collier. He's averaging about 6 points per game. And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
B.A., I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one-draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
Here's Leonard following the 3 by Utah. Paul for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And MP throws it down.
You see on that drive right there, that's just burst from MP.
Now here's Harden. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Leonard for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Anderson for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
Shot ready on the catch. Kyle Anderson in the catch and shoot.
In transition, here come the Jazz. Markkanen for 3. Fires from deep. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. Here's Collier. And finally, that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 19.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Leonard for three. No good on the buzzer beater. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Utah ahead, up 19. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star weekend. And switching back to discuss that first half of action, MP having himself a game.
MP is stunting on them, and that defense has had no response. You're playing with fire when you let MP get into the flow.
Yeah, he's leading the way, and I don't expect him to let up.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year's to all of you as we continue our broadcast. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Clippers trail by 19. Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Now here's Harden. No made baskets yet. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Beal. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Leonard. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back over to you, Brian.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
And here's MP from outside. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Bogdanovich passes to Leonard. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Inside, here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Wow, Anderson at the rim. Look out below.
Bogdanovich on the wing. The floater. Leonard for 3. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
And in the big market of Los Angeles, with a sparkling new arena, Grant, the Clippers are confident they'll be able to attract star talent.
Well, the expectation is they'll continue to compete with Harden and Kawhi. And then in a few years, perhaps time to make some big moves.
No good on that one. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
Yeah, losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year. You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him. He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Sinks the tray. MP's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Harden into the lane, up and in on the layup.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Checked in for Bogdanovich. And Utah with a change here too. George, he's checked in for MP. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the
Nurkic a screen on Paul. Markkanen outside. Harden against George from outside the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand. And it's good for 2.
We know that Kawhi has the frame to muscle through the opposition, refuses to be held back in that instance.
Utah moving the ball around. Outside, Anderson. Nurkic a screen on Leonard. Pass to Collier. Utah with another miss. And it's Paul with the ball for the LA Clippers. They trail by 18. To the paint. Out to Leonard. Nice D from Anderson. For Utah, they've got 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Drops in the 3.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Up top, Paul. No points yet. Harden misses.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Pass to Collier. Now here's Nurkic. And here's George from the arc. Leonard pulls down the board. Shoots over Anderson. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And so it's the Utah Jazz, up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the league's elite scorers. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got Keontae George. He's out there with MP. George Niang out there with Bailey. And it's Sensabaugh in at the power forward position. George for three. He buries it from three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Harden. On the wing, Jones. Bogdanovich up top. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
This is Bogdanovich's game. Catch, shoot, score.
Out left to the wing. Now MP. Niang outside from behind the arc. Jones grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside for Harden. Fires the three. Utah grabs the miss. And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 12 points in just the second half. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Lopez finds Harden. The kick out to Paul. And there's another one for the Clippers.
Chris Paul is the master of the pick and roll, understanding how to utilize his teammates to the best of their abilities.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Some changes for Los Angeles. Zubac, he's checked in for Lopez. Leonard comes in for Jones. And it's Beal in for Chris Paul. A big group substitution here for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Niang. Anderson comes in for Sensabaugh. Markkanen's checked in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for George. Shot by Nurkic, no good. Clippers trail by 19. Outside for Harden. Back to Leonard. Harden surveying the D. Zubac screen. And he's going for the lob.
Zubac is known for finishing with authority. Put it on time and on target. He'll do the rest.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Man, showing some terrific range. MP's got 33 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
MP outside. We've got a minute 48 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Boy, you love the determination from slow-mo right there. Kyle Anderson right through the contact.
And Doris, when you have a veteran roster with some of the injury history of these Clippers, load management becomes a big consideration.
And B.A., how impressive is the resiliency of this team in the face of all that injury history they have? Credit the front office for the depth they have developed and the coaching staff for their incredible adaptability. It is nothing short of remarkable.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Jazz.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for Utah. Niang, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Sensabaugh comes in for Anderson. Bailey's checked in for Larry Markkinen. And it's George in for Collier.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
From deep, MP. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Paul looking it over. From the top of the key, can't connect. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Alec.
Hey, Ma, how's it going?
He's great. He's in really good spirits.
Okay, well, did the test fine?
That he needs surgery. But the prognosis, it's really, really good.
Ma.
Yes, they need to put a stent in, and I know it sounds scary, but the doctor said it's a very common procedure. And like I said, the prognosis is great.
Yeah. I guess that's good. Can I talk to him?
Oh, he's sleeping right now, honey, but I will have him call you in the morning.
And how are you holding up?
I'm fine, MP, and your father is fine too. Everything is going to be okay.
I need you to keep reminding me that Dad's a fighter.
Your dad is a fighter.
Oh.
I love
didn't mean
you.
right now, Ma, but thanks.
I love you, honey.
I love you too, Ma.